Trade recap today. Took 3 trades. I lost all of them. It was a really, really, really stupid day from me today. I think maybe my psychology and mental wasn't really properly there because I knew what my bias was and I literally traded against it for no reason. I'm not sure why. But yeah, it might be a bit of a longer video today because I'm gonna go through my trade. I'm gonna go through the trade I took today, like a normal trade recap. But then I'm also gonna go through like my psychology, my mindset, the new rules I'm setting for myself, just as like a self journal rather than write. I'm gonna write it down as well in my actual journal, but also on this video. So first trade I took today. Normally, I would say to myself, don't trade pre-market because it's like weird price action. Nearly everyone knows not to trade pre-market, but I think it was yesterday and the day before there was a really nice setup during pre-market, but I didn't take it because I said to myself, "Oh, I'm not going to trade during pre-market." A pretty similar setup showed itself today, so I decided to take it and took the loss. So right here, we manipulated down during pre-market open, swept out London low, swept out quite a few draws of low resistance liquidity. We had a 5-minute gap and a rejection out of a 4-hour gap, creating this bullish rejection block. We retested the rejection block. I entered in my position right here. I was going to go break even here, edged my break even, then got stopped out. The reason this was a bad trade is because we rejected when we just tapped into a 4-hour gap. So a 5-minute rejection out of a 4-hour gap is not enough confluence. So that was just a pretty stupid trade. Also, it was a pre-market trade. So I'm going to make, in my journal, I'm going to talk about it later as well. I'm not going to trade anything. I'm not going to, even if the sell looks great, I'm not going to place any trades during pre-market. I'm just going to stick to the rule of not trading pre-market. The other 2 trades I took, this was the other one I took during pre-market as well, which is obviously, again, where I went wrong. And it was against my bias, so this was just a dumb trade, I'm not going to lie. So where was it? Yeah, we had a 1-minute gap right here. I can't remember exactly where my entry was. Maybe I'm being stupid because I don't think it was right here. It might have been this. Oh yeah, I think it was this. So we came up, tapped into this gap, rejected out of it, then came slightly back up, waited for a retest of this liquidity, tapped the CE of the rejection block, even though this is what I thought. It wasn't even a valid rejection block. I don't even remember if this was my entry point, but I think it was. This does not look like a valid rejection block though, because we didn't even reject here. Maybe I took it on the 3-minute. Let me double check. I don't remember. Oh yes. It was the 3-minute. Yeah, it was the 3-minute. So we had a 1-minute gap here. We came and retested the CE of it, then created a rejection block after rejecting out the 1-minute gap. Entered in my position here. When we touched the CE right here, I entered in, immediately got stopped out. Now, completely my fault, of course, because my bias was bullish today, and it's like every setup I see, I just take it instantly. But obviously, it needs to be backed up by a narrative. I was bullish today. When I got on the charts and did my charting for the day, like at, I think it was 8 o'clock, when I was just looking at what sort of moves I want the market to be doing today, I marked out true day open, this draw, which was a 4-hour high, and this was a 4-hour wick. I wanted to see price manipulate down, sweep London lows, and push up to all those draws of liquidity. My exact analysis to the T happened. We swept the London low, and then pumped to true day open, pumped to 9:30, which was also created as well, pumped to the 4-hour draw I had, and then pumped up to the 4-hour wick that I had marked out. My analysis was perfect. My psychology was just bad during the trading hours. Like I took two shorts and lost on both of them when my bias was bullish. All the jaws of liquidity I had was bullish. I was just trying to catch the move down before the move up, which is just dumb. So, yeah, this trade I took, obviously an L, that was completely my fault. Don't know why I took it. It was in pre-market and against my bias. Was just, there was no way that was going to work out. Then right here, same setup, manipulated down with 930, came back up, got a retest of this gap, created a bearish rejection block, hit CE, tried to short down, came to like $300 in profit, didn't go, I was going to go break even around here, and then got stopped out again. Completely, like, there's no complaints today. Like, I'm not, like, the market's not hunting me or anything. I just took stupid trades. Like, we had this low resistance liquidity that I wanted to target. We had all my draws of liquidity I wanted to target was bullish. 930, what I wanted to target, bullish. 3-day open, bullish. Everything was bullish. Then, where is 10 a.m.? This could have been an entry point, potentially. Yeah, we closed above this 15-minute gap. Got a small little pullback into the CE. Could have then created a rejection block, retested it, taken it to my second draw of liquidity. But the main move that I missed today was obviously this. We came down, especially on NQ as well. When we had this move down, we hit the CE of the final fair value gap that was created in this big manipulation up. So that was a huge confluence. But I was already off the charts by then because I already took all my losses for the day, so I didn't want to keep trading and over trading. I think I lost like $330 today on my funded. So yeah, I mean, rules for myself, because like the main rules I want to take out today would be definitely, so number one would be trade with bias only, because I keep on trying to, like, I'll be bearish bias and I'll try catch the long before I want to short. I may as well just not risk that because the probability is not high of that working out. I may as well just wait for the setup, because right here I knew I was bullish today. I wanted to see this low get swept, and then we come up to all of my draws of liquidity. 930 2-day open, 4-hour high, 4-hour wick. I tried to short twice before taking the long, and that is why I lost, and that's why I couldn't catch this move today. So trade with bias, do not trade against my bias, no matter how tempting or how good the setup looks. 2, do not trade during pre-market, because pre-market price action is just, it's not very reliable. Like, look at this, chop, move up, move down. NQ looked even a little bit like more chop, move, then just move down. There wasn't even much of a move up either. Like, definitely a rule. Do not trade during pre-market. Definitely trade with the bias. And wait for my perfect setup. Because it's alright to go a day, 2 days, 3 days without trading, as long as I take a good setup. Because the last 3 days I've had of trading have all been losses. It would have been better if I just didn't trade those days. And the setups did present themselves. Like, I mean, look right here. Rejection block. Swept out some of the lows. Touched the CE. 10-point stop. Target 930, my first draw. 2-day open, second draw. 4-hour high, third draw. That would have been a 12 RR. Even if I didn't want to take that, could have re-entered here. We was rejecting out of a 3-minute gap. Where is it? Yeah, we was rejecting out of this gap. Yeah, look, tapped in, rejected out of the gap. Could have entered a position at any point around here. Again, up here, let me see if we was rejecting out of anything. Sorry, I just went quiet. I'm just trying to focus here. Just remember my analysis from earlier. No sweep, no sweep. No sweep. But anyway here, like I could have got in from a CISD or a fair value gap or something like that, but just all this pumping. Could have got an entry at any point, especially then here. Came down, retested, pumped back up. Could have trailed my stops, could have lengthened my stops to just hold my position. But yeah, definitely to take from today, trade with a bias. Do not trade during pre-market and wait for the setup that I've had planned all day. Even if I take one trade or no trades. Because today I took 3 trades, they were all losses and they were terrible trades.